Hello everybody, this is Infamous OG 1973 and I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of my first Pokemon Yellow Generation 1 Nuzlocke. I'm doing this with Team Retro through through Nostalgia Gaming Retro. I usually go by Infamous for short, and if you want to check me out, I'm on YouTube, Discord, and Minds.com. I go by Gaming with Infamous on Discord. That's my channel. Gaming with Infamous is also my YouTube channel, by the way. I have YouTube as well. Now, if you want to find me on Minds, you can find me under my real name, which is Roger Hansen, and I also have my regular name for a channel on Discord too. So those are ways of contacting me. I've also started another account on Gilded, so if you guys are on there, check me out. Nostalgia Gaming Retro has their own YouTube channel as well as their own Discord channel. If you guys want to check them out, feel free to do so. It's a pretty good thing to get into. We do competitions like this all the time, and it's pretty much something fun to do. So before I get started on anything, I'm going to talk about the point systems like I always do. Nostalgia Gaming Retro sets up a point system with the Nuzlocke, and they give you 151 points or Nuzlocke points starting off. Now, your first battle with your rival, which is the professor's grandson, has a sympathy rule with it, and what that sympathy rule is if you lose that battle, you only lose one Nuzlocke point. Every Nuzlocke, there's points taken off for not naming your Pokemon, so you lose 5 points if you don't name Pokemon, and that's for every Pokemon that you don't name either. If you revive a Pokemon, that'll cost you 25 points. If you decide, or if you black out, it costs you 50 points each time, and you have to start over. And all members of your party or your team will suffer what's called a permadeath. Using health potions or items will cost you 20 points each. It costs points to use healing items, but I also want to point out that the Pokeshop doesn't cost you anything. So remember, if you need to heal your Pokemon, just use the Pokeshop. It's free. You can do it over and over again as much as you want. A Pokemon that faints will cost 10 points of Nuzlocke points each, and the Pokemon is dead. That's that permadeath I was just talking about. Now, when I do have permadeaths on Pokemon, I usually put them in the computer that's in the Pokeshop. So before I go any further, I want to remind everybody to remember not to heal your Pokemon before placing them into the computer as a permadeath, because if you do that, then you're going to be penalized 25 points for reviving a Pokemon, and that's for each one of them that you had that was dead. So remember to put your Pokemon into the computer with an empty life bar. Don't take them up there and heal them first. I did that, so I make it a point each time to tell everybody on the video not to do that. Alright, now after that we go to the one Pokemon per area thing. It's still one Pokemon per area. This took me a while to figure out, but you get one Pokemon per area. If you capture a second Pokemon, then you have to release it. You have to discard it, and the only way to do that is at a Pokeshop. So until you make it to a Pokeshop to release your Pokemon, you can't fight any wild Pokemon. If you are confronted by one, instead of fighting them, just run away. If it says that you can't escape, just try it again. And sometimes it'll let you do it with the same Pokemon, and if that doesn't work, switch to another Pokemon and then run, and you can get away safely. Alright, now one Pokemon for each area, like I said. I've already explained to you about what you have to do if you capture another one. Now also, every area is on Pokemon Yellow, or any Pokemon that's through Gambit on the emulators is through Game Boy, and that's color. Now there are some people who have black and white because it's not the Game Boy version. The thing of it is in this you have to really make sure you know which area is which, because they're indicated by the change in the colors. So I'd suggest going on the internet, finding out where the color changes are and everything, and that doesn't apply to every area. Like the Safari Zone has like 3 different areas where you can capture Pokemon, and just remember that it's usually by the color changes and everything. My nephew, he had an issue with that because he has the black and white version, and I had to explain to him that it's usually by the color changes. So we went over that and got it taken care of. Okay, now I've already covered that, and the trainer, or any trainers, can keep gift Pokemon. Alright, so capturing a Pokemon in the same area as a gift Pokemon is fine. If you have one gift Pokemon and a capture in that same area, don't worry about it. As a matter of fact, if you can get 2 gift Pokemon in an area, go for it. You know what I mean? Those don't affect how many you can capture in that area, so that's all good. With that said, the best I can say is, take time, build a team, do some research before you do your Nuzlocke. Build a team with the Pokemon that you think will do the best, because that's really important. You need to research this stuff. Back when I was younger, I know I would have gone crazy on this thing, because we didn't have like YouTube to go and do references, and some people knew about the cheat books, but there wasn't very many people that did know about them. You could have went to the store and bought the cheat books, but most of the time it was usually trying to figure these games out whenever you could figure them out. And this right here would have just driven me nuts, because I didn't even know about the cheat books until I was in my late teens. So I'm kind of glad I didn't play this game when I was younger. This is my first time, or this is my first Nuzlocke. It's actually my third run, maybe 4th. But build a team, and do some research, figure out some of the secrets and everything, because in my previous video I had to go through a cave and I had to drop boulders and stuff like that down into an area and go a certain direction. And it's like here in this house, I guess it is, that I'm going through. It's like a puzzle, and you have to know how to get through it. So the best thing to do is go in there and figure it out. Now, The only way to get points, Nuzlocke points in this game, this Nuzlocke game or challenge, is to beat a gym leader. Each time you beat a gym leader, you earn 25 points, and like I said, it's the only way to add points to your Nuzlocke points, so it only takes it off and everything. Now, I used to say slow down and farm for XP, but since I've started this game, I've realized that it's not really any different from just fighting trainers. You actually come pretty close to getting the same amount of XP and stuff. So I stopped doing that. Now I have to stop telling everybody to pay no attention to that, because I keep saying it over and over again. Alright, that's pretty much all I got when it comes to the rules. And that last house that I was in, that was just, really to me, it was just nothing but an annoyance, because it just annoys you and you really don't get anything from it. I have no clue why they put that in there. So I went in and sold all my stuff, got some cash back. Now right here, I have 91 Nuzlocke points. I have Kadabra, Dinobot, Lactose, and Bubblegum, and I'm going to go ahead and deposit a couple of these guys here in a minute. I went into my own computer, and I'm going to store some stuff in there too. I don't like the idea of always having full pockets, because there's a couple of opportunities I had to pass up. So I'll come in here and get that taken care of. Carbos. Just around this time is when I started figuring out what carbos and stuff like that does. And to be honest, I didn't use a lot of this stuff because I was afraid it was going to cause me to have it was going to affect my health and take points off, so most of this I just didn't even use. If I could sell it, I'd sell it. Yeah, here's where I'm gonna go ahead and deposit some Pokemon. Pull some out, that way I can fight against the Pokemon that are in that house. So I deposited Lactose. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm going to deposit Bubblegum, because I really don't use those for fighting anyhow, so. Pull out Glitch. Do Cocoa Puff. And Light Bulb. And we're finally getting up there to the last part of it. A lot of this has really amazed me on a lot of things, so now I have Kadabra, Dinobot, Cocoa Puff, Glitch, and Light Bulb. So, and I am ready to go further, or finish up this gym. This was a pretty interesting gym, I do have to admit. Blaine, he was pretty tough. like I said in my last video, I did mess up because I should have really been working on building up all of these Pokemon. Yeah, Kadabra is pretty, you know, kick butt, but the other ones really needed work done to them, and I overlooked that. I thought I could play the entire game with Kadabra, and believe it or not, I'm not going to be a spoiler, make it a spoiler, but it really kicks me in the butt in the end too. It's also known as the quiz gym. So you're going to go through here and they're going to ask you questions about the gym or about the game, and if you haven't been paying attention, then you're not going to be able to make it through there. So it's one reason why it's important to pay attention. As usual, I'm gonna cut this off, you know, about maybe 20 minutes into the game, and you know, stop talking so that you guys can actually sit and watch it. I do want to apologize about going on my little rant for a little while in my last episode about the talking on the videos and stuff like that. Just to let people know, I am making it a habit of having conversation more in my videos. It's just sometimes I forget. I've been in the habit of making videos without talking, without any commentary, and I've gotten comfortable with it, so it just makes it a little bit harder to remember that I'm supposed to do that. You see, right there, they ask me a question, I answer it, it opens the door, and I go on to the next one. So right around my battle with Blaine, that's going to be the last of my talking. I'm going to leave it at that and let you guys watch the battle and then see the rest of the video. And I hope you guys do enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the videos that we've been putting out, because Nostalgia's been doing a kick-ass job on editing this stuff, and I've been helping them out. It's probably, I like the experience of doing the collaborations. We've been working together, you know, I mean, a real collaboration. So burglar sent out point. They got all these little horses and shit. They look like little unicorns. Good little unicorns. My Kadabra's gonna whoop your butt. Seeing up here, it's amazing how much XP that they're handing out, like 13,000 and stuff. Just insane levels, and it does that like at a snap of the finger. Okay, from this point on, I'm just gonna be quiet and let the game play, let you guys enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to check us out on Discord and Gilded for me. I'm also on YouTube. My channel's Gaming with Infamous. So